Hello and welcome to Align Your Divine Women's Group. I am Metaphysical Ash, your go-to spiritual mentor and resource center. And today we have a mini workshop and meditation helping you connect with your inner magic and step into that highest expression of self. So I hope that everyone who is watching this on Align Your Divine or later the replay on YouTube has their pen and paper. The first thing we're going to go over is self-image. So this is how we think and view ourselves. This is key to manifesting abundance, prosperity, harmonious relationships, how we think and see ourselves. So self-image. And this is interactive. Hi, Angelina. Thank you for joining me on the live. I appreciate you.
Loving it. Thank you.
This is such a fun group, and I love how we're growing so fast. All right. So did you bring your pen and paper?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so at the top of your paper, I want you to write self-image.
Done.
Awesome. Now I want you to get comfortable because I'm going to be taking you into a deeply relaxed state where you reach observer. We're going to do a little mini meditation.
Okay.
So go ahead and get comfortable. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Observe Angelina. So close your eyes, taking a deep inhale. Place your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Begin to connect with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the tip of your nose. Sides of the head. Front of the chest. Front, back, side to side. With each breath coming into deeper harmony within yourself. As you take an inhale, I want you to feel the entire body harmonize. Now set that intention in the center of your chest that you are prepared to see the truth about self. I am prepared to move beyond fear, beyond doubt, to observe myself from a neutral perspective without judgment, shame, blame, just to observe this beautiful being, this persona, this personality, this character I get to play. So for a moment, imagine you are about 10 feet above your physical body, observing yourself. As you observe yourself, what are 3 description words that first come to mind in regards to this persona, to this person, to this vessel, this being, this character? 3 words that first come to mind you would use to describe self. And just notice the details of your being. their body, facial expression. Do they seem relaxed, tense? Grab your pen and paper. Write down those 3 words. Okay. Now, when you have your 3 words, you're going to put them on one side of the sheet. And now I want you to put on the other side the opposite of each of those descriptions. So we are working with duality. So wherever we are on those original description words of this being, this character, this specific persona, we're going to write down the opposite. Friendly reminder to those new on the spiritual journey, everything is dual. If you are loving and kind, you also have within the depth of self to be cruel. It is the balance between the two that creates harmony internally. And this is that tough stuff, that what some would call shadow work. So where are we in our perspective of self? Are we viewing self as kind, caring, compassionate, giving? Are we noticing our positive traits? Or are we viewing self as restricted, greedy, uncaring, worthless? Everything is dual. If you are currently at one end, there is no doubt you hold that duality within self, and that balance, that acceptance brings us into neutrality. And from that neutral perspective is where we can actually shift our personality, change our reality based on our energy. Reaching neutrality, you no longer judge self. You're no longer conflicted internally because you understand duality. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions? And I know I'm live streaming on Facebook. Let me check our comments.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. Beautiful. So we have self-image, how we view ourselves now. Self-image it's key. So whether we are navigating the depths of our shadow, which exist, you cannot avoid it. If you are experiencing aspects of shadow, you reach that point of observer to see self through neutrality, without judgment, without shame, without blame. Whatever situation is happening in life, whatever contrast we're experiencing, it is us. So conflict with other is actually conflict with self. For had we not had something inside, where there would be no resonance to match that experience. Does that make sense? So now we're going to take what we have on that paper. So we have our self-image, we have how we view ourselves now, and then we have the duality of it. we're going to bridge that gap and come into full balance on that middle pillar. So taking a deep breath, middle pillar is the space where we are now. So for example, you grew up challenged financially. You would like to reach abundance. You're holding on to the story of the I am, your self-image, based on old narrative. You have the potential for duality within the self. So we observe that inner narrative. How are we speaking to ourselves? Where does that direction of attention flow and go? In regards to self-image, you don't necessarily need to know the how, you just have to believe. Believe it to see it. This is how we shift aspects of our personality. We believe without a shadow of a doubt we can. This is how we activate our magic. So we're going to do that now. We're going to go back into a deeply meditative state, and we're going to step into that new version. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Feel the entire body. So frequency is key. Tip of the nose, back of the head, front of the chest, spine, all the way down to the tips of your toes. As you feel your body, this entire form, space within the skin, our current version, I want you to imagine your greatest version standing in front of you. Observe that version of you. What are they wearing? Their facial expression, the way they move. Observe the details. Notice the temperature of the air, taste in your mouth, clothing on the skin. As you observe this version of you, your greatest version, standing directly in front of you. As you observe that version, feel yourself with each breath harmonize this body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Breath bringing you completely into this now moment, feeling your body totally, fully, and completely. Now take that version of you, place her on the left so that you are standing shoulder to shoulder. And step into that new version. Feel that energy shift as that new version comes online. Notice the spine becomes a little taller, shoulders relax. Feel her settling in to this now moment. Breathe. Notice the tip of your chin, back of your head, front of the chest and the spine. Taking a deep breath in Lock, seal, and secure this version of you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Notice the skin and how you feel. Open your eyes, grab your pen and paper. As this new version, we are going to write some I am. I am. These are going to be your affirmations for the week. So what traits does this version of you bring to this now moment? What new frequency? What new operating system will you be working from? Your I am organized and disciplined in my work. For example, I am open-minded to new opportunities and partnerships. So write your I am. We are working on confirming and affirming your new self-image as this highest expression of self. And it's going to be really important that you speak this, because your words have power. You want to speak these I am affirmations in front of the mirror while looking in your own eyes. So this new version, some of their traits may be on a different end of duality than how you've currently been operating. For example, if you're a people person, people pleaser, very popular pattern, especially I've noticed like a lot of women in the group have that people pleaser pattern. So I am comfortable saying no. There's your duality, where you were once on this end of the spectrum, people pleaser. Now we are going to affirm, create that balance, create that harmony, because that people pleasing has put you in a lot of situations where you're over giving and underappreciated. You got to balance that out. And it's going to be like that with any of those traits, which we are not viewing as good or bad, neutral observation, so that you can reach that balance, that alignment, that totality, your wholeness. That's where your magic comes in, when you accept all of you. Angelina, do you have any questions for me? Do you want to share?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Which section? Because we did like 3 activities.
Mm-hmm. How about we share with your first observations of self?
The 3 words.
Yeah.
Okay, for self-image, I have powerful, enlightened, and loving.
Oh, that's amazing. Those are great. And the opposite?
The opposite, I have weak, ignorant, and hateful.
Okay. Let's take that first one, the word weak. Mm-hmm. Have you ever experienced moments of weakness?
Yes.
And when you experience those moments of weakness, how do you speak to and treat yourself?
It's a little more doubtful, unsure, not as confident.
Okay. So if you understood that that is all part of the human experience, part of the process, duality is the nature of creation, of existence, could you have and experience more confidence in where you are, however you are, just by knowing that if you're going to experience one end, heightened bliss state, you're going to experience the other end.
Absolutely.
So we accept where we are, how we are, fully, completely. I've noticed that by doing that, you can snap yourself out of a downward spiral. It's when we refuse to accept exactly what is, how it is, we condemn ourselves, we judge ourselves, we decide, I am not that. And then that takes us into a negative spiral, which tends to lead to more. But just to accept that you are all, the totality, the wholeness, complete, all of it, brings you to that middle, to that balance.
Yes, I agree.
Beautiful. So, what are your affirmations for this week and this month?
But I am abundant. I am free. I am loved. I am confident. I am knowing. I am attractive. That's it.
Beautiful. You have some great stuff coming up.
Thank you.
So, do you have any? Because I want to add a little bit into this. So, setting intention and then manifestation. Do you have any goals that you'd like to achieve for this month?
Yes. Actually setting up an e-commerce brand around health and nutrition.
Oh, that's great. Do you want to add that to your affirmations?
Yes,
I take action towards my goals.
I like that one. Awesome.
Another thing we can do, when building business and getting things aligned, is we can ask ourselves questions, especially when it's a new venture.
Mhm.
How am I able to get so much done in such little time? So you're going to ask yourself those questions, and you're going to watch your human confirm and affirm the answer. She's going to show you how you're able to do that. Why am I so supported and divinely guided? The question inspires this being to provide the answer. So it's actually a step up from a basic affirmation by asking these questions.
I like that.
And there's no doubt. So the affirmation, I am confident, but wait a second, I'm also duality. I'm also this over here. Okay, the mind can play with you if we don't have enough, mental narrative control. So we ask questions.
I love that because the subconscious would be trained to look for the answers.
Yeah. That's right. So that's what we're doing. So tell me a little bit about your goals. If you're comfortable sharing, I would love to, send my thoughts your way and make sure that I'm thinking and directing my attention in the avenue of your success as well.
Sure. I believe in success in multiple areas of life. So health-wise, I finished reading a book called The Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Cleanse. So I do want to complete that this month for my health goal. And I'm also on a weight loss journey. So losing at least 15 pounds in the month of July for my health goal. And just keeping up the momentum. I'm in the gym 5 days a week and eating clean. And the liver flush would be the first, and just keeping consistent losing weight. The e-com store, just launching that, like manifesting that into reality where it's live. like you could go to it, you could buy stuff. So having a live store like up and running, like it's it's not an idea, it's manifested, it's real. And those are like my main focuses right now, is like honestly like health and wealth right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. So in regards to the body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you perform the practice of, now this is where you can use mind to actually help shift and shape body. Looking in the mirror, using mirror work to imagine your perfect shape, how it is now. And then that's going to assist in the transformation.
Nice. I know I haven't done that.
That's going to help.
I like that.
And going to sleep at night, dreaming about your perfect shape, and not necessarily like you're changing your body, but it is now. It is now. You are that. And then watch subconscious start performing the actions and activities that align you with that version where you are fully in love your body as it is now.
Wow.
You start to believe it to see it.
I like that.
So it's not necessarily a goal. You're there. Reality just has to take a little time to catch up. Our magic, it starts on the inside.
Yes, I believe that.
Yeah, we awaken and activate on the inside. And there are so many ways to use the mind and create these new synapses and pathways to really activate and inspire new behaviors. It's really truly amazing what we can do just by the questions we ask ourselves, the words we speak, and our self-image. Self-image. How do you view yourself? I view myself as perfect right now. My body is healthy. I am abundant in all areas. Every day, I am making choices to serve myself and my community. Well is attracted to me. Opportunities and doors open everywhere I go. I meet the right people at the right time. Why am I so supported by the universe? Why am I so divinely guided? Why does everything I do make positive waves? Start to ask your human being that. So no more doubt, no more fear. This is how we truly use mind as our tool and intentionally manifest. No more doubt, no more fear, no more questions of what if it doesn't? What if I can't?
Wow.
You command, you command. And then the outer world has to match that inner frequency. And that frequency comes from the belief we use mind as our tool. That's how powerful we are. Believe it to see it. We're going to use our mind, redirect subconscious behavior to align us with that greatest and highest version. So I am super excited to see how this transpires for you.
Thank you.
We'll be doing this workshop again at the beginning of next month.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I want to know how that's working.
Oh yeah.
Angelina, like supporting herself like no other.
Oh yeah. It's popping, on and popping.
It is, right? It really is. It really is. And so many amazing things coming up with the Align Your Divine Facebook group. The calendar is just jam-packed with really cool stuff. And we're going to be just having a great time in this group.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to this little mini workshop, Angelina. Do you have any questions for me before I exit off?
Um, for that mirror work, would you recommend like 5 minutes or 10 or
So when you get up in the morning, like when you first wake up, you know how a lot of times you want to grab your phone and, try not to do that because you're in an extremely influential state when you
yeah.
first get up in the morning. Go into the mirror, look in your own eyes, and tell Angelina who she is today.
Wow.
Let her know this is you programming you. So, from soul perspective, we view ourselves neutrally. And this is how we activate that inner magic that this is soul. This is a personality, right? I have a personality that has been developed through my lenses of perception experience that I have had up until now. But personality is not permanent. You can
Right.
shift it. You can shift it. Use your word. Use your word. Use your word to speak to Angelina and let her know who you are, what we're doing, and what program we're going to be running today. Today, you are a powerful manifester. You are making the right moves, the right calls. You are taking inspired action towards your goals. You can do this. And not every day is going to be that easy. Some days you're going to need to rest. You're going to need to relax. You're going to need to calm your shadow when it's time to heal some of the, distortion or trauma or you know, um, lies that reside within us through our generational code. But you can do it because you're not just Angelina. You're all of it. You're the programmer, and everything happening around you is a tool. It's just how you see it, using your mind in the way that it's meant to be used as your tool.
Love it. Yeah, you so right that use that valuable, extremely valuable window in the morning
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
tell yourself who you are. So you're starting the day on that high vibration.
Yes.
That's the tone for the day. And that is beautiful because we can have an emotional home and setting that in the morning is powerful. I was been doing a gratitude practice, think of 3 new things every day.
Yeah.
And I think that did increase my well-being, my happiness, my vibration, put me into abundance because I had to think, I can walk. I have a brain. I have a hand. I
You
had
got it
to-
all. You have everything you need to get to where you want to go. You got it
Ex-
all. You really do.
exactly. And then we could start future pacing. I'm so grateful for my successful e-commerce business.
There you go. Quantify it. That's right. That's right. Beautiful. Thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
Angelina, for joining me. And I hope that I will see you at our next event. I'm trying to think. I have an Oracle Circle coming up. It's going to be exclusive. I'm going to be sending the email out for the invite. I know you're on the email list. So anyone watching, make sure you join us. You want to sign up for the email list for like little pop-up events like this. I'm going to be doing an exclusive Oracle Circle where it'll be a really small group and we'll gather and we'll be connecting in a container and sharing readings. So I'm going to host that on the 5th. I'm probably not going to post it. You're going to want to click the link in the featured section and join the email list. That's where you'll find that. And then we have the calendar up. A lot of amazing events for this month, some in person for those that are in Columbus, Ohio, and then a whole bunch that are virtual and more to come. More to come. I have beautiful things happening on metaphysicalash.com, some new blog posts and new events that are coming up that I'm really excited about to share with this amazing group of women. For those on YouTube, if you liked this, smash that like button, head over to Facebook, join Align Your Divine, where you're going to get exclusive content you won't find anywhere else. And we look forward to having you and building and growing and aligning with our divine and becoming that greatest expression of self. Thank you so much.
Thank you.